Hi, Leos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. We're going to call this reading your fairy tale love. Use this reading to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that is in your life now. It is for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, of course, are always welcome. We have some charms today. We have some initials. We have lots of cards. So let's see what your spirit guides have for you. Let's call in our spirit guides now. Spirit, I'm here with my Leos. Can I please have loving messages? What is the loving energy around them, coming towards them, or in their life now that we want to confirm? I ask that you guide me. I am listening for you now. A little bit of a, you can't wait to it was almost this feeling of, wait till I see what I have for you. So let's see what the cards are saying. I have closure. Not all connections are meant to be accepted, are meant to be, okay? Accept the closure. Sometimes we don't want the closure and we fight it and we want our life back with somebody and we weren't ready for that door to close. Sometimes spirit has a bigger plan for you and they're doing you a favor. And it's just hard to understand when we're in it. So accept the closure if you've had closure recently. A twin flame connection. Okay. Trust the magnetic pull. We want the magnetic pull. It will guide you towards them. So you could have a very strong physical pull. You could be very attracted to this person, which is always kind of exciting in the beginning where you're kind of blown away. They're blown away by you. You're blown away by them. And that could be the first, that first impression is really exciting. I have attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time. I'm going to go with attraction. Now, some relationships, Leos are very attractive. I know that. So Leos tend to be very attractive. You're more than that. We know that. But that initial wow factor is there, that they may walk right across the room, spirits say, and ask you. It just came into me as, this is funny, their pickup line worked, whatever their pickup line is. So I feel like you meet this person in a public place. You could be in a circle of friends and they approach the circle of friends. You could be out at a bar with some friends. You could be in another kind of public place. You could be in a work environment and they say something that's just kind of funny and it's a little flirty and but it's kind of a pickup line and you're just like, is that your pickup line? Are you kidding me? But it works. They get your attention. It was enough for them. All they wanted to do was catch your attention. And they did. So this person probably has a great sense of humor. I would say that like right out of the gate, this person made you laugh. And that should be, if this person isn't in your life yet, I would say look for something like that. But it was very much a feeling of a pickup line that you're like, you got to be kidding me. Is that your pickup line? But it didn't turn you off. It kind of got you to be engaged with this person and wanting to talk to this person more. Spirit, please share with me. I have an Ace of Wands. There's the kind of wow factor. I have a Three of Pentacles. I have a Ten of Cups. And I have a Devil. Okay, I'm just going to put this together because the Three of Pentacles did come into me as on or around work. And then the Devil is kind of supporting that with, it's not cool to date or flirt with somebody at work, but let's face it, Spirit doesn't know the rules of the 3D world, that you're not supposed to date with coworkers. Spirit's putting you in front of people that are probably meant to cross your path. So a lot of people still meet at work. They meet in buildings that they all work in. They might not work in the same facility. They may meet in a public space, a cafeteria, the lobby, getting on and off elevators, walking into buildings, saying hello to each other. People meet around workplaces often. So the devil came into me more as, this is so tempting, but is it taboo? I'm going to say override that if you can, unless you're going to get fired. I don't want you to get fired dating a coworker. I don't want you to be in trouble. So this feeling of the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups, they're saying it's magical. They're saying it's a feeling of, I had you at smile, is how it just came in. This feeling of, I knew the first time you smiled at me. I just kind of knew there was something special about you. Spirit, tell me more. I have a Hermit. I have a Four of Cups. I have an Empress. And I have a Knight of Swords. Not that you need to be dragged out of the Hermit energy, but it did come into me as dragging you out of your isolation, dragging you out of your home. If you have a tendency to go home, go to work and come home, or you work out of the house and you don't leave your home very often. But it did feel like this person has a lot of energy with that Knight of Swords. They definitely see you as an Empress and they want to spend some time with you. But it was a feeling of, I'm going to get you out of your shell and come on, let's go do something. All right. So maybe you have been isolating. Maybe you do have a tendency to have the same routine and you haven't really changed your routine in a long time. So they could be asking you to just, mix it up a little bit. But I feel like this person is very active, and I feel like this person is kind of a get up and go energy. So I'm going to say, take my hand. Okay. They say, take my hand, let's do this together. Hey, do you want to go do something? And you're like, yeah, I wouldn't do that by myself, but I'll do it with you. That sounds fun. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Six of Swords. And I have a Five of Wands. They're saying that they're moving you further and further away from obviously a difficult situation. They just keep moving you further and further away. I feel I'm just going to put the time, time heals all. That the more time that you have away from a particular person or a situation, the better you feel. And that really is what it's boiling down to, is that you just needed the time. And that page is coming into me as, I want to invest my time in different areas. I want to invest my time, my money, my energy, just in something new. I'm ready to try something new. What's on the bottom of my deck? I have an Eight of Pentacles and a Page of Cups. I'm going to go with, I have a crush on you. I think that somebody at work has been checking you out. They could be flirting with you. They could be eyeballing you, but it's, for some of you, it's on or around work, that Eight of Pentacles. But I do feel like it starts as a crush. And they are definitely interested. And all they're trying to do right now is capture your attention and hold your attention. And hopefully they're going to make a move. Hopefully they're going to turn this into something else. Let's see what the initials are saying. We have some first initials and some last initials. So I'm going to I have this big, beautiful bowl of tiles, Scrabble tiles. So let me get a big handful of these and see if we can spell a name or if we are able to capture your person. So let's get this lined up so you can see. The letter Q. I have an F today. I have an R. Z. an A. I have an O, a T, S. I have an N, an I, Y, the letter E. I have a and I have an N. Okay, so those, looks like Sean's jumping out at me. I also feel like I want to say the name Zane. Just seeing if anything else is jumping out at me. All right, so those are the two that jumped out at me, if those connect to anybody. All right, let's see what else they want you to know in this connection. So we could have somebody that has a crush. We could have somebody that is flirting. That feels good. Spirit, tell me about this fairy tale love. What is coming? What is happening around us? I have clarity. Peer into the changing realm of the future. Look at this crystal ball. What does my crystal ball say? It's saying good things, Spirit just said. It's saying you have happiness, that you are seeing what you're seeing from this person is real. This person isn't playing games. They are definitely flirting with you. It is not somebody that flirts with everybody. They're flirting with you. So it's not like, oh, that's just their personality. They flirt with everybody. No, they are focusing on you, and they are trying to capture your attention. And that pickup line or that first comment was definitely something that either they had planned or wanted to say to you or was hoping would capture you. So they're going to say something that's funny, I think. I think they have a great sense of humor. Perspective, being able to see all the facts. I think you do see it clearly. I'm going to say it that way. I wouldn't second guess it. Maybe you're struggling with, is this real? Isn't this real? When they approach you, let them chase you, Spirit just said. Let them allow yourself to be chased. If they're interested in you and they're all grown up, they can ask you out like a real person. You want to go out for drinks? You want to have a cup of coffee? Do you want to go for breakfast, lunch, dinner? I have a wedding. Unite your hearts and pledge your faith. Is a wedding in the future? Is this person the person that you're going to end up with? That could be really, really exciting. So there could be there could be something even bigger going on here. That feels nice. Bottom of the deck, I have nurturing. Embrace unconditional love and affection. Absolutely. So somebody who loves you for you. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want us to know? I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have the World. I have a 4 of Pentacles. And I have a 10 of Swords. The 9 of Pentacles she's standing in a rose garden. And it came into me as somebody from the spirit world that has the name Rose. So for somebody out there, it could be a grandmother. It could be their middle name Rose. It could be like Rosalind, something like that. But I just feel like somebody in the spirit world jumped out at me with this kind of field of roses. But the 9 of Pentacles is a sense of I'm guarding you, I'm protecting you, I'm taking care of you, and you are secure no matter what happens. And this feeling of the world, I'm entering into a new phase, they're saying. So they're ready to take you to a new phase, the next step, and a new direction. I can feel your shield go up. I can feel you're trying not to hesitate. You're trying to be open. But at the same time, you're just so sick and tired of meeting losers and wasting your time. So it's almost a prove it to me energy, which I'm not in agreement with, because I feel like it's a very low vibration when you ask somebody else to jump through hoops. So I would say try to let that go if you can. If you just have a tendency to say, you know, if they want to be with me, they're going to prove it. It works both ways. Okay. They need some reaction from you. If they're coming and chasing you, they want to see that you're excited that they asked you out. They want to see that you're looking forward to it. They want to see that you a little bit went out of your way to either look good for the date or I don't know, be excited about it, confirm, you know, when they ask to confirm. So it's a feeling of two have to put in some of this energy. It's not somebody's going to jump through hoops to prove to you that you should be with them. That's not what chasing is all about. It's I want to chase you, but I want a reaction from you because I want to chase you more because I'm getting that positive reinforcement. I have a 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Came into me as enchanting. Oh, I want enchanting. Thank you, Spirit. I want an enchanting love. I love that. Okay. That was nice. I have a 5 of Pentacles. And I have a Queen of Wands. The 5 of Pentacles came into me as don't take me down. So that tells me that maybe somebody you feel like knocked you down, that you struggled because of somebody else's decisions in the past, that you were left high and dry picking up a debt, bills, putting pieces together, raising kids. So, but you're not there today. And this Queen of Wands and 9 of Cups is a lot more secure emotionally than the person who was let down. I'm going to say that. And this is what they're attracted to. They're attracted to your confidence. Your confidence is sexy. Your style is sexy. They're saying that you have a look. I don't know what your look is, but you must have a distinct look. You're very attractive, or you stand out in a crowd, something like that. So they see you as something more. And this is the energy that they're attracted to. So it's not about, you're not a victim. You could have gone through a lot, but you don't play the victim part. A Leo wouldn't do that. So they see the confidence, you know, that Leo's confidence. The confidence is sexy. And that is what they're going to see. They're going to see you're strong, you're roaring, right? But they're going to see that you could be with anybody. And again, just be careful with the prove it to me, because I feel like that's a total turnoff to some people, like especially masculine energy. They don't want to have to jump through hoops. They just want to be themselves. They just want to be themselves, and they want to be with somebody who appreciates their effort. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I have music industry. Okay. Maybe somebody's very musical or talented, meeting through a friend. I do feel a sense of that. I did have a sense of walking across a room and saying something to you. And it, like I said, it was almost like, is that your pickup line? Like, you got to be kidding me. But I feel like in that moment, they captured your attention, and it was enough for them to get eye contact and body language going and a smile, and they gotcha, you know? So I do feel that. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I have a bar. I could see this happening. I could see it's very casual. Spirit, can I buy you a drink? I have a ladybug. I feel lucky. Look for a ladybug. I have springtime energy, a spring romance, April, May, June. I have a Libra. I have chill vibes. You want to hang out? Can I buy you another drink? You know, so I do feel like it's pretty casual. I also feel a little bit on the younger side in this reading. I feel that we haven't been divorced, maybe. We don't have our kids yet. Not that we're teenagers, but we could be in our 30s, 40s. We just haven't settled down with anybody. We've had relationships, but we're looking for the right one. So it's a little bit of I'm mature, but I'm on the younger side. And younger to me is 30s, something like that, early 40s. So some of you, this could be the person who you settled down with and you actually get married to, something like that. I have a uniform, a firefighter. I'm just going to say flames also. Burning desire. Okay, I'll take a burning desire, Spirit. So there's a lot of this. I mean, I don't know anybody who isn't attracted to a Leo. They want to take you away to an exotic island. Okay. Leos have a tendency, just because they're so confident, to project their personality. They have this gorgeous sense of self. And I feel that they aren't shy and they have this beautiful sense of projection, and they do radiate a lot of people towards them. So this person obviously sees that in you. I have a knight in shining armor. Okay. An opportunity, passionate love, sweeping you off your feet. You're what I've always hoped for. So I wouldn't blame them for walking across the room and giving this a chance. I would not blame them for being attracted to you, saying, whoa, who's that? And if I don't try, I'll shoot myself. So I need to try. I have I'm in love, crushing hard, lust, passionate, lovesick. I love that. Lovesick. What have you done to me? Energy. You know, this is pretty awesome. I have a single father. Okay. Some of you, it could be that they could be a little bit younger, but maybe they have a child. Maybe they never got married. Maybe they have a child with somebody else. They're raising a child, something like that. So that could be, they could have joint parenting, Spirit saying that's okay. Let's see. That could be you. That could be them. Spirit, please share with me, what sign could they be? I have an Aries, independent. I have a Sagittarius, optimism. I have a Leo. They could be a Leo. There's the self-confidence, loyalty. Scorpio, there's the intensity. And I have a Libra. There's a sense of balance and harmony in somebody. So let's grab some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see if we'll get some clues in the charms. I'm going to be reading these intuitively if you've never watched me before. So I have this beautiful bunny bowl. There you go. And we're going to see what this little bowl of charms has for you today. So I'm going to get a scoop. Let me get a scoop of, I like to pick different corners. Let me go over here today and see what comes out. Lots of letters. Okay, you got lots of letters here. So maybe you didn't get one of the letters you needed. Let me get my tweezers. Okay, I have an M. I have another M. Maybe it's both initials, MM. Okay, I have an E. I have an L. I have a Q. Q. T. Okay, and let me see what I've got here. The number 22 is important. Maybe it's the 22nd of the month. Maybe that's a night we're going to meet, or that is important to us. I have the number 7, 7 days. 7th of the month, July. I have a black swan. I'm going to say not what you expected. But I guess you were open to whoever spirit wanted for you. We always have that kind of in our mind, who we think we're going to end up with, or what they're going to look like, or the type. I feel like it's not what you expected. I feel like this person's surprising you, just in the sense of they could look totally different than anybody that you've ever dated before. They could have a totally different personality than anybody you've ever dated before, different kind of job, field. So I just feel like it's not what you're expecting is how it's coming into me with that black swan. In a good way, you know, like all the other swans are white, and then there's that black swan, but for some reason that black swan is the most beautiful to you. And it's perfect for you. Just remember that. Let's see, I have the letter G. Okay. And I have a sign. What is this one? I have a Scorpio. Scorpio. I have a hot air balloon. And they just shared with me to look at things from a bigger perspective, like a bird's eye view. That they don't want you to look at the nitty gritty. They don't want you to overanalyze. Somebody sends you a text message. You can't hear the inflection in their voice. You can't see their facial expressions. It's out of context in a sense, because it's just like a one-line thing. And sometimes we sit there and go, what did they mean by this? So they're saying, look at the big picture. How is this person treating you? What is it that they want for their future? Are you in alignment with that you both want the same things? Are you both at the same stage in your lives? Do you have things in common? So I think they're just asking you to take a step back and kind of look at if this connection could work on a bigger scale. You know, like, what is it about this connection that would be really good? So I would do it that way. I have a trip to Paris. I have an Eiffel Tower. So I'm just going to say travel. They are saying European travel specifically. That's probably where you'd like to go. Maybe that's, if I had a chance to travel, I want to go to Europe first. I haven't been to Europe. I want to see England. I want to see Italy. I want to see France. So I feel like that's just something that we talk about. Okay. I have a wheel of a ship. I'm going to use the word steering, that this person is pretty much steering the relationship. Sometimes you want to let the other person steer it. How often do we see each other? When do we see each other? How often should this person be reaching out to you? And is it consistent enough? So until you're really in a relationship that you both have an understanding of how often you're going to see each other, and it's okay to kind of whoever calls who, doesn't matter. But initially, maybe this person wants to steer the ship. They want to decide, you know, let's go out, where we should go, maybe what we should do. Maybe they want to make the plans to surprise you. So, okay, let them steer the ship for a little while. You know, let them entertain you is how I feel. I have a cocktail and I have $100 bill. And I'm going to put it together as generosity. And not that you are overanalyzing this person, but you notice that they make sure that the person who served you gets a generous tip. And they go even one step further, that they put everything else on a credit card and they make sure that the bartender gets a cash tip, so that they know it's going to go directly to that person. So it's a generous offer. It's somebody who respects the trades, somebody who respects somebody's hard work. And I think that that's something that you see is consistent in them. And maybe they're in that industry, or they are in an industry, or there's somebody in their families in that industry that relies on tips for a living. But it came into me as a very generous person to other people, which that's a nice quality in somebody. So I liked that. It doesn't mean they're leaving $100 tip. It just means they're leaving a generous tip, and it's cash. It's a dollar bill. So that felt like they thought it through. I have a dolphin. They're using the word loyalty to me. Dolphin families are very loyal. Dolphin families travel in groups, and that mother of the baby dolphin is always by their side until they're like, I think it's a couple of years old, 2 or 3 years old. And they're just very loyal. They're friendly, they're loyal, they're social animals and mammals, right? They're mammals. And this feeling of this person could have some of those same qualities. They're very friendly. They are very social. They could be very close to their family, and you enjoy that about them. So it could be just more about their kind of, I want to say, warmth that Spirit's trying to share with us. So those are your charms, and that looks really, really good today. All right. And let's see what else they want you to know about this connection. Let's go back to the bigger screen. I'm so state of the art with my double cameras, and I'm so proud of myself. It took me so long to get here. It was not an easy road, the technical, YouTube technical. Ugh. All right, let's see what they say. Spirit, please share with me. Loving energy, magnetic pull. What did they say? Your confidence is, they said enchanting. Remember enchanting? I'm trying to remember what they've said. They caught your attention. They've done a lot. Whoa, proposal. Is this the person I'm going to end up with? Boy, this is a love fairy tale. If that's the case, this is a love fairy tale. So that's beautiful. For those of you that would love to find your person that you settle down with, I have compliments. This person, but they said you had me at smile. So all it took was your smile. You smiled at them once, and they were like, oh, rolling their eyeballs. So you had them. Your smile hooked them, and they complimented it. They probably tell you all the time you have a beautiful smile. I have steamy showers, so physically pretty hot and steamy. That's fun. I have a gamer. Okay, that looks like, what are you doing? And they're like, leave me alone. I'm playing with my friend. Leave me alone. And, do they do it all the time? Probably not. But, there's so many people that grew up with it, and they have friends that they've been friends with for years. And that's one of the things they do when they get together. So it is what it is. Maybe it's just a hobby, passing time. Spirit, please share with me. Timeline. I have July. Beautiful. I have more than a year. So you can be together. I always see this kind of card as you will be together more than a year. Okay. Not that it's going to take a year. It's once we're together, we'll stay together energy to me. I have September being important, but I also like the reflection. We reflect each other. There's a sense of we could just have a lot in common. So I like the reflection in that card. I have next full moon. Let's get another one. And I have try later. Okay, that came into me a little differently than try later. It came into me as put something to the side. Maybe there's somebody that you've been talking to that really isn't the person that they want you to be with. Like it's not really going anywhere and somebody's dragging their feet and they really haven't made any moves. And it's almost a feeling of like, try something else. So if you have somebody that you feel like it's just stuck energy, move on. Don't wait around because this energy is going to move pretty quickly. They're going to chase you. I have in divine timing, of course. Spirit loves to put me in my place with that. I have June, bottom of the deck, June with these beautiful purples and this, it's like lavender fields forever. Okay. And let's see what the messages are. Spirit, please share with me some messages. I was lost. Meeting you changed everything. Yeah, you came into my life, Spirit just said. And I started a whole new life. I started a whole new path. I mean, certainly if we're going to end up with this person and marry this person, it is a complete change of your life. You're starting to share your life with somebody. You're living with somebody. You could have children with somebody. You make decisions with somebody. So yeah, it could dramatically change your life. Our love is so complex, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's going to be perfect for you both. It's going to be what is meant to be for you both. You were meant for me and you're perfect. I feel like this person's really going to appreciate you. I really do. I think this person's going to realize that you really are a good catch and they couldn't be happier. I'm taking space to sort out my feelings. I'm going to put that back with the, who's this? Try later person. I'm going to say that whoever this is, maybe you got somebody in the back of your head you're waiting on. I would say move on. I would say that Spirit's trying to let you know that I'm going to change everything when I come into your life. So that's always a great example of Spirit knows best. That you may be thinking you want one thing and Spirit's like, no, I got something different for you. I'm going to show you what I have for you. What's the bottom of my deck? Tell me your dark secrets. I love you regardless. So tell me anything. There's nothing you can't say to me that would change my mind about you. So I do feel like you, not that you have anything to hide, but you can be vulnerable. You can talk to this person. And I don't think we can, you want to be with someone that you feel like they know everything about you and you know everything about them. You at some point, I mean, in the beginning, of course, you're learning, but what is it that you don't know about the person you're sharing your life with? You want to know everything about them at some point. We're going to put this out into the universe. It felt gorgeous. It felt like they really appreciate your confidence. They really are going to blow you away with whatever that one-liner was, and they're going to make you smile, and that's important. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you were guided here. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my second YouTube channel, my Pick a Card channel, and I will put that link in the description below. I enjoyed this reading. I hope you did too. We'll see you again real soon.